Hi, happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we're celebrating Earth Day today. And what better way than to enjoy food all from the earth? So we're going to be making from the earth burgers, from the earth veggie burgers. All our ingredients are plant-based, coming from nature. So to start off, you can use any grain that you'd like. I have 2 cups of pre-cooked brown rice. This is a great dish to use if you have leftover grains from the night before and you want to say, what can I reinvent and make a meal? You can use these great burgers. You can also use quinoa, you can use a mixture, whatever cooked 2 cups of grains that you have. And I'm using pinto beans today. Again, you could use any kind of beans that you like. This dish is so great because you can incorporate any flavor that you want and just elevate it with the flavor and the ingredients that you use. I'm using pinto beans. I've rinsed and drained them. And on my skillet, I have 1 cup of red pepper, 1 small onion, that was about 1 cup, and 2 teaspoons or 2 cloves of garlic. So I've just sauteed it so it's nice and cooked and cooled slightly. I'm going to add this to my food processor. The aroma in here of sauteed onions and garlic and peppers is amazing. Okay. When I use yellow onions, you could use red onions, you can use shallots. Again, it's like whatever ingredients that you have. You can even use scallions. Okay, we're going to add the beans. And I'm going to add the rice. And we're just going to blend this until it's just all well combined. Put our top on. Love using the food processor. Here we go. Let's check it. A little bit more so we can get the peppers down just a little bit finer. Okay, perfect. We're going to transfer this to our bowl. And we have a few binding ingredients to add. Okay, I love seeing the red flecks of pepper. Again, if you didn't have red pepper, you could use yellow pepper, orange pepper. I'm going to get all that goodness. This is packed with nutrients, packed with protein, fiber, vitamin C. Right? I love using red peppers. That is packed with vitamin C. Okay, so we have our bean mixture here. We're going to add 1 scrambled large egg, just as a binder. And we're going to add half a cup of breadcrumbs. Again, you can make your own breadcrumbs. We talked about food waste. My blog that I shared last week was about food waste. If you have some leftover bread that's starting to turn stale, put them in your food processor and make breadcrumbs out of them. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. This is going to add some flavor. Again, if you like things spicy, you can also add hot sauce here. You can add some jalapenos to give it a kick. If you had leftover corn, you can add that. So anything from the earth is fabulous. All right, little dash of salt and pepper. Okay, and I'm just wash my hands and I'm just going to get in there and form some patties. Now, this recipe will make about 5 patties. So if you have a larger family, you can just double the recipe and use 2 cans of beans and 4 cups of your grain and 2 eggs. Okay, so you just want it until it's well combined. And then you're going to form your patties. So you want them big enough so that you can get about 5. This is going to fit in about the palm of my hand. So you can see it's like that. Okay. I'm just going to add them to a plate here. Then I'm going to saute them on my skillet. I have my skillet heating. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. You can use canola oil. I'm gonna make that one really big. Make them super big, you can get 4, but they will flatten out when you cook them. I know everyone here in the office is looking forward to trying these. So it's a great veggie burger. You can even use gluten-free breadcrumbs and you want to make this gluten-free. Okay, and our last patty. Perfect for a family of 5. Or really hungry family of 3. Okay, so we have our patties here. I'm just going to wash my hands. Okay, and we're going to transfer our patties and cook them on the skillet. Okay, we're back by the skillet, and the 5 burgers are on the pan. A little bit of oil. You could use spray. Just want to show you, they're almost ready. I did about 4 or 5 minutes on each side. You want to let it get a little bit of golden brown, and then flip it over. You can hear that sizzle. Now you can serve this up. Oh, that's nice and brown. All right, we're just gonna let that finish up. Now you can top this with any kind of cheese that you like. If you like a little bit of a kick, especially if you didn't put much spice into the mixture, you could use like a pepper jack cheese. Today I just have provolone cheese. It kind of covers the patties really nicely. You could use, oh, there's so many different versions. And then to serve it up, you can serve it on a nice brioche roll, whole grain, right, to get more whole grain. Or you can skip the roll altogether and just enjoy it as a patty on the side. Have some avocados, pickles, whatever you'd like. And we're just gonna let this cheese melt. So this is a really quick meal too. If you were on the go and you're like, okay, I need a quick meal, I didn't defrost any meat, this is what's so great. You just open a can of the beans, you have your leftover grains, chop up some veggies, the onions and the peppers, saute it on the skillet about 10 minutes, and you have dinner ready to go. So I hope you enjoy the recipe. See the comments below for the recipe. And have a wonderful Earth Day. Let us know how you're celebrating and enjoying our beautiful Earth and what you're doing to protect it. Conserving water, recycling, reducing plastic, reducing use of electricity, unplugging. Just go out today and enjoy the beauty of our Earth.